Hello guys, this is Amon Style Music, and in today's lesson I want to teach you how to play the full entire song of a specifically client request version of River Flows in You by Yurima. Okay, but anyway, yeah, so this is a specific version. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and jump straight into the lesson. Okay, so the beginning of this song, it starts with the intro, and the intro sounds something like this. Check it out. So here's a preview of how the intro sounds like. Okay, so in today's lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play with all the chords for the left hand, okay? There's a specific pattern that the left hand chords always follow, but I'm going to teach you in block chords most of the time, okay? But anyway, so it goes like this. Check it out. Okay. Yeah, so in the lesson, we're going to teach you mostly block chords first, but in the end of the lesson, I'm going to teach you the accompaniment pattern, what happens for all the chords, and like all these, the ones that always kind of repeat itself, but it's a specific pattern that applies to the chords, but we'll do that later on after we finish the song. But anyway, it's a lot easier to learn like this first because understanding the melody and chords first is very essential when learning music. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and learn this intro. Right hand starts on an A here, middle C, A. Okay, so it goes A, C sharp up to high A, G sharp, A, G sharp, A, down to E, back up to A, back down to D. Just like that. And you just play this for 2 times in total, okay? And you just do it the second time again. So exactly the same thing. Low A, C sharp up to A, G sharp, A, G sharp, A, E, A, down to D. And that's it for the intro. Pretty simple, okay? So it's specific motive played 2 times, okay? But anyway, let's do it once more, this intro. So right hand it goes A, C sharp, A, G sharp, A, G sharp, A, E, A, D. Like that for the right hand, okay? And you just repeat it. G sharp, A, G sharp, A, E, A, D, like that. So a specific motive played 2 times for the right hand, that's the intro. But anyway, that's the right hand. The left hand, we have a total of 4 chords, but the 4 chords is actually 2 chords played 2 times as well. So the 2 chords are F sharp minor, which is F sharp, A, C sharp, followed by D major, which is D, F sharp, A. And then you repeat those 2 chords again, which is F sharp minor and D major. Okay, so with those 2 chords in mind, well, 4 chords essentially, the 2 hands together goes like this for this intro. So it goes, right hand starts with the A, C sharp, and the high A and F sharp minor together. And the next A and D major together. And you just do like a pause kind of thing. And then you just repeat it again for the second time. Together, together. And that's it for the intro. Specific motive played 2 times, as you can see. But take as much time as you want because this is a very kind of like a romantic and a emotional song, okay, which you can drag out the beats longer. But anyway, that's the intro. Yeah, after the intro, it goes on to verse 1. I will show you a quick preview of how verse 1 sounds like. Verse 1 comes back later on in the song, near the ending of the song, so it's quite important to learn verse 1. So here's verse 1, goes something like this, okay, so it goes like that. And then actually extra A and F sharp minor, I guess you can say, sort of. Actually, not really. Yeah, we call that verse 1, okay? So don't worry about the last thing because that belongs to the other thing, or what we call the pre-chorus. But anyway, yeah, so that's verse 1, that's the preview of verse 1. Let's go ahead and learn it. It's quite important to learn this because verse 1 appears later on near the end of the song as well. But anyway, yeah, so let's go ahead and learn it. So the right hand, okay, so it goes like this. Once again, it goes, let's break up to many parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll break it up into a specific amount of parts so it's easier to learn. Okay, so right hand, so start, the first part goes like this. A, C sharp up to A, G sharp A, then octave down below to the A, back up to G sharp A, and then back down to the octave below A, up to E, up to the octave of A, and then it goes down octave below to the A, D, A, like that. Okay, so that's the first part, okay? So quite a lot of things. Let's do it again. So part 1 goes like this, one more time. So it goes A, C sharp high A, G sharp A, down to octave below A, G sharp A, octave below A, E, A, and then down to octave below A, D, A, like that. Okay, yeah. So that's the right hand. Make sure you get it. It's actually not as easy as you think it is, but like it's actually not hard as well at the same time because there's a pattern to it. So first of all, it just goes A, C sharp, A, G sharp, A, and then octave below A, G sharp, A, and then A, E, A, and then A, D, and back down to the lower A. Okay, which is, yeah, there's some patterns that you can pick up. Just practice a few times and you'll get it. But anyway, that's the first part for this verse 1. The left hand, 2 chords here. It's only F sharp minor, which is F sharp, A, C sharp, followed by D major, D, F sharp, A. With those 2 chords in mind, the 2 hands together just goes like this. So right hand starts off with da, da, and then up to the high A and F sharp minor together. After the A, D major by itself, and then A, E, A, D, A, like that. And that's the first part. One more time, so it goes like this. Together. Here, like that. Okay, just like that. Okay, now moving on to the second part. Okay, the second part, pretty awesome. Right hand goes like this. It goes as fast, A, B, C sharp. It goes like that. D, E, C sharp, B, like that. Okay, pretty short for this second part. So one more time. So it goes like this. A, B, C sharp, D, E, C sharp, B. Just like that. And that's the second part, pretty short. Okay, anyway, that's the right hand. For the second part, the left hand, 2 chords here. The 2 chords are A major, which is A, C sharp, E, followed by E major, which is E, G sharp, B. Okay, with these 2 chords in mind, so A major and E major, the 2 hands together goes like this. Right hand starts with the fast A, B, and C sharp and A major together. B and E major together, just like that. Okay, one more time, so it goes like this. Together, like that. Okay, so that's the second part. Okay, so make sure you get it. Like that. Okay, now moving on to the third part of this verse 1. Right hand continues on, goes A, G sharp, A, and then down to the E, A, B, C sharp, E, like that. And that's the third part. One more time. So the third part goes A, G sharp, A, and then down to E, A, B, C sharp, down to E, like that. Pretty short as well. So the right hand, that's that. And then the left hand, we have 2 chords. Again, they are the same 2 chords as the first part. So it's just F sharp minor and D major, which you know already. So in this whole song is actually a cycle of those 4 chords. F sharp minor, D major, A major, E major, again and again. Okay, if you haven't noticed that, pretty much, except for the intro, okay, but pretty much, it's actually a cycle of F sharp minor, D major, A major, E major, with the exception to the intro. But take that in mind because it will save you a lot of time later on. But anyway, yeah, so let's do it again. So let me see. F sharp minor and D major are the 2 chords for this third part. With that in mind, the 2 hands together goes like this. Right hand starts with the A, G sharp, and then the next A and F sharp minor together. And then C sharp and D major together. And then E by itself, like that. Okay, one more time. So it goes like this. Together, 2, 3, 4. Together, 2, 3. Okay? Yeah. Moving on to the fourth part now. After the E goes up to the higher C sharp, D, E, and then octave below down to the E, and then up to D, C sharp, B. And that's it for the fourth part. One more time, so go again, goes C sharp, D, E, octave below E, up to D, C sharp, B, and that's it for the right hand. Okay, left hand, the 2 chords of the last 2 chords of the 4 chord series, which is A major and E major, which you know already. Okay, so with those 2 chords in mind, because it's a sequence, let's go ahead and put the 2 hands together. Okay, so it goes like this. Right hand starts on the C sharp, D, E, and A major together. B and E major together, just like that. One more time, so it goes together, just like that. And that is the fourth part. Now moving on to the fifth part. Okay, let me see. Oh, fantastic. The fifth part is actually exactly the same, pretty much exactly the same as the first part, but excluding the first 2 notes on the right hand that leads up to it. So without the A, C sharp, and then it goes up to the A, like that. See, exactly the same as the first part, just without the A, C sharp lead up to the high A, okay? So pay attention to these patterns because it's very important to learn music with these patterns, okay? But anyway, that's the fifth part. So fifth part just goes like this. So it starts on the high A with the F sharp minor chord, but everything else is pretty much exactly the same as the first part, like this. If you so pattern very important to remember. That's the 5th part. And then moving on to the 6th part, okay? This 6th part is a bit different. It's pretty awesome. It goes like this. It goes fast A, B, C sharp, and then D, E, and up to the high C sharp, and then B, and down to the E. And then here is one of the harder thing, which you do a fast B and then a 2 note together, C sharp and E together, and then B, A, G sharp like that. And that's it for this 6th and last part of verse 1, okay? So that's pretty much the hard part. The 6th part is the harder part, in my opinion, of this verse 1. Okay, one more time. So it goes like this. So it's fast A, B, C sharp, D, E up to the high C sharp, B down to E, and then fast B to C sharp, E together. So like that. Yeah, so it's like a grace note of B to the 2 notes C sharp, E together. So like that. So B, C sharp, and then B, A, G sharp like that. Okay, so take attention, practice that 6th part, and you'll get it. So it goes A, B, C sharp, like da 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 da, and then together like that. So it's coordination that is required for this 6th part. That's the hard thing about it. But anyway, left hand is just the last 2 chords of that 4-chord series. Once again, just A major and E major, which you know already, A, C sharp, E, and E, G sharp, B. With that in mind, the turn together goes like this. Right hand starts with A, B, and then C sharp and A major together like this. Together, B and E major together, and then like that. One more time, it goes together, like that. Okay, so that is it for verse 1. Now moving on to the, moving on to the pre-chorus. Pre-chorus goes like this. Give you a quick preview, goes something like this. So pre-chorus happens twice. One time it happens, the right hand starts on the high A, and one time it starts on the low A, but it goes like this. And it goes. Like that. It's pretty short, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and learn it. So right hand starts on the A, up here, so middle C, C, A, okay? And now we drop down, a massive jump down to the E, right next to middle C. It goes E, A, B, C sharp, E, A, B, C sharp, E, and then up to C sharp, D, E, back down to E, C sharp, D, E, and then goes down to E, and up to D, C sharp, B, and then down to E, G sharp, B. And that's the whole pre-chorus, okay? There's a specific pattern, that's why we're learning the whole pre-chorus like this, okay? There's a specific pattern, check it out. So let's do it again, so pre-chorus, let's do it like, okay, it goes like this, starts on the high A, and then it goes down to the E, next to middle C, E, A, B, C sharp, and repeat those 4 notes again. And then it repeats the next 4 notes, which is E, C sharp, D, E, repeat these 4 notes, E, C sharp, D, E, and then goes down to E, up to D, C sharp, B, down to E, G sharp, B, like that. Can you see the pattern now? So it's the high A, okay, do it one last time, so it goes A, and then 4 note pattern repeat, E, A, B, C sharp, E, A, B, C sharp, and the next 4 note pattern repeat as well, which is E, C sharp, D, E, repeat again, and then for another 4 note pattern, which you don't repeat this time, goes E, up to D, C sharp, B, E, G sharp, B, like that. Okay, and that's the pre-chorus for the right hand. Make sure you practice it because it's very continuous for this pre-chorus. The fingers have to be coordinated. But anyway, that's the right hand. Left hand, we have the same 4 chords, the 4-chord pattern, okay? So we have 4 chords in this pre-chorus, which is the same 4 chords as that 4-chord pattern that we learned, okay? So it's F sharp minor, which is F sharp, A, C sharp, and then D major, D, F sharp, A major, A, C sharp, E, and E major, which you know, E, G sharp, B. With those 4 chords that you know very well already, since it's always a repeat of these 4 chords, the turn together goes like this. The high A, F sharp minor together, and then right hand comes down, C sharp and D major together, E and A major together, B and E major together, like that. One more time for the pre-chorus, so it goes together, 2, 3, together, like that. And that's the pre-chorus, okay? Remember the pre-chorus because it happens one time again later on in the song as well. But anyway, here is the next. Okay, this is very interesting, this song, because chorus, I treat it as 3 total chorus motives, okay? So that's why I label it in this song chorus 1, chorus 2, chorus 3, because And this first time going through the chorus is very interesting because it's chorus 1 times 2, and then it's chorus 2, and then it's chorus 3. That's how it is, but you can see in the section above, but that's how I group it. But later on, it's like chorus 1, then chorus 2, and then back to chorus 1 and chorus 3. It's really weird, but anyway, that's how it is anyway. But I'll show you how chorus 1 goes first, okay? But in the first part of the song is chorus 1 times 2. You can see it in the section as well. But anyway, I'll just show you how chorus 1 sounds like. It goes like this. Like that. And then for this first part of the song, we play it twice. So we just do it again. Okay, but anyway, regardless of that, let's go ahead and learn this chorus 1 motive first. So let's call it, because these are motives, the chorus 1 later on is kind of weird, but this is chorus 1 motive. Let's learn it, okay? So right hand starts on the A up here. So it goes A, B, A, G sharp, A, down to the octave below A, back up to E, back down to A, and then we repeat it. A, B, A, G sharp, A, and back down to A, E, A. And that's the first part of this chorus 1 motive, okay? So let's learn it again. So part 1 of the chorus 1 motive, let's do it again. So it goes A, B, A, G sharp, A, and then A, E, A, and then repeat A, da, 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 A, E, A, like that. That's the pattern. Remember the pattern. So yeah, it's quite important to learn it as patterns because it allows you to learn stuff quicker. But anyway, that's the right hand for the first part. Left hand, first 2 chords of the 4-chord series once again is F sharp minor and D major. You should know this chord pattern already so well because the whole song is just repeating this 4-chord pattern over and over again. But anyway, with that in mind, the 2 hands together goes like this. Right hand starts first with the A, B, A, G sharp, and then the A and F sharp minor together. Once again, the next A and D major together, like that. Okay, and that's the first part of chorus 1. One more time, so together, like that. Okay, moving on to the second and last part of chorus 1 motive, goes like this. Once again, it goes up to the high A, B, A, G sharp, and A, B, C sharp, D, E, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, down to B. Just like that for the right hand. Okay, one more time. So it goes A, B, A, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D, E, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, down to B. Like that. And that's the right hand, okay? So, after you get that, so this is kind of like sometimes people make mistakes by the turn, but make sure you just da, 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 da. You can do it like that, the fingering, okay? But anyway, that's the right hand for the second part of chorus 1. Left hand, the last 2 chords of the 4-chord series, which you know already, A major and E major. With those 2 chords in mind, the 2 hands together goes like this. Right hand starts first again, da, 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 and then next A and A major together. G sharp and E major together, like that. Okay, one more time, so it goes like this. Together, like that. And that's it for chorus 1. But specifically in right now where we at, chorus 1 is played twice, first time going through it, okay? So here, chorus 1 just goes again like this. You just know already, since we learned chorus 1 already. So it just goes like this together. Okay, and after you play chorus 1 times 2, as stated in the sections, it goes on to chorus 2 motive, okay? So here's chorus 2, give you a quick preview of how chorus 2 sounds like. It's pretty easy, it's pretty much nearly the same as chorus 1, but just a specific like trills and added extra, not a trill, it's like grace note, decoration notes. But anyway, I'll show you how it goes like this. Like that, okay? And that's it for chorus 2. Let's go ahead and learn it. So, I'll give you a trick to learn it because it's always very important to learn stuff with, I guess, shortcuts, okay? Because it allows you to learn stuff a lot quicker, okay? But anyway, so pretty much, let me just see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So, you know, for the chorus 1, right? It's pretty much exactly the same as chorus 1, the chorus 2. The reason why is what you do, you add an extra A at the start, and then fast ABA. And yeah, that's it. G sharp A, da, da, da. Once again, next part, same thing again. Add an extra A at the start, and then fast ABA. And then G sharp A, E, A. And then once again, actually, let's call this the first part of chorus 2, okay? But It's exactly, pretty much, if you think about it, it's actually nearly the same as chorus 1. As I said before, what you do, everything else is the same as chorus 1 and this chorus 2, except for the fact where the start of each, the dun 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 dun, we just add an extra A at the start, and then the fast ABA, like that. So we make the ABA fast with an extra A at the start as well. So A, ABA, G sharp, same. And then once again, fast thing again. So it goes A, ABA, G sharp, A, like that. The same, pretty much the same as the first part of chorus 1 as well. So this first part of chorus 2, left hand, same 2 chords, F sharp minor and D major. With those 2 chords in mind, the 2 hands together just goes like this. So it goes A, ABA, G sharp, and then the A and F sharp minor together. And then once again the A and D major together, like that. Pretty simple, okay? Okay, it's very important to kind of like figure out these stuff like similar to the other parts what we've learned. It's called using our resources. That's how we learn this song really quickly. But anyway, yeah, so chorus 2 part 1 once again goes like this. Together. Okay, now moving on to the second and last part of chorus 2 is also nearly exactly the same as the second part of chorus 1 by the fact we do the same motive. For the start it goes add an extra A and then fast ABA, and then G sharp A, B, C sharp D, E, C sharp, and then instead of doing 1B, we do a fast B, C sharp B, like that, and then same as before, A, G sharp down to B, like that. So it's just added notes again, you can see, just added extra decoration notes. But anyway, yeah, one more time for this second part for the right hand for this chorus 2 is pretty much exactly the same as the chorus 1, just add extra notes again. So it goes add extra A, ABA, G sharp A, B, C sharp D, E, C sharp, and extra B, C sharp B, and then A, G sharp B. Okay, hope you can actually see that this is nearly the same as chorus 1 because of these added notes. But anyway, with that in mind, left hand, same 2 chords as the last 2 chords of the 4-chord series, which is A major and E major, which you know very well already, since it's a repeat over and over again of these 4 chords patterns. Okay, but anyway, yeah, right hand and left hand goes together like this. Right hand starts first, and then the A and A major together, G sharp and E major together once again. Yeah, you can see all the placement of the chords are pretty much the same, just with these extra added notes. That's the only difference. Okay, but anyway, on the right hand. But anyway, one more time, so it goes like this. Together, just like that. And that's it for chorus 2. After that, we have chorus 3. Chorus 3 is, let me just show you a quick preview of how it sounds like. It's nearly the same as chorus 2 with those added extra notes, but just the ending of it is different. Check it out, it goes like this. Give you a quick preview. Actually, it's actually exactly the same as chorus 2 with added extra 3 notes at the end, pretty much, and delete that last note of the beat. Okay, so check it out. Here we go. I'll tell you exactly what's the same and what's different for this chorus 3. Okay, so this whole start, like 3/4 of the way of chorus 3 is pretty much the same as chorus 2. Check it out. So this whole start part is the same. Okay, and then where we play the G sharp and E major together, it starts to change. So G sharp and E major together. We don't do B this time, we do E down to B and G sharp. And we go slow anyway, even on the original, this part slows down as well. So you can see, third chorus 3, pretty much exactly the same as chorus 2, except for the fact that the last note on right hand B, we don't play B anymore. We finish with E, B, G sharp, and slow down like that. But anyway, yeah, one more time. So it just goes like this. E, B, G sharp, see? Really easy when we learn the patterns like these, know exactly what's the same and what's different, okay? So that's chorus 3. Okay, but anyway, that's chorus 3. After that, goes to verse 2. Verse 2 is very short, so good thing about that, goes like this. Give you a quick preview, it just goes like this. Like that. Super short, right? Okay, so it's kind of like a combination of what we learned before, but yeah, so let's do it. Anyway, it's pretty easy. So verse 2, start right hand, goes on A, G sharp A, down to the octave below A, up to G sharp A, back down to the octave below A, E up to A, back octave below A, and up to D, back down to A, and C sharp, D, E, C sharp, B, and then A, G sharp, like that. Okay, one more time, so it goes like this. Just goes A, G sharp, A, down octave A, G sharp, A, and then down to A, E, A, and then down to A, D, A, C sharp, D, E, C sharp, B, and then A, G sharp, like that. And that's the right hand. Left hand, just the 4 chords of that 4-chord series, which you know already. F sharp minor, D major, E major, A major, and then E major. Yeah, with these 4 chords in mind, which you know very well, the two hands together just goes like this. So the high A, F sharp minor together. And then after that, D major by itself, C sharp and A major together, B and E major together, and then A, G sharp, like that. Okay, one more time, so it goes like this, together, here, together, 2, 3, A, like that. Okay, now moving on, after verse 2, it goes to the pre-chorus, but this time, as I said before, instead of doing the high A starting on the right hand, this time we start on the A, which is just above middle C. And then everything else is the same. E, A, B. Like that, which you know already, okay? So you can see this pre-chorus is a tiny bit different. Let's maybe call this pre-chorus 2. It may be shown in the video above. So pre-chorus 2 is a tiny bit different. The reason why is just the starting note on the right hand instead of the first pre-chorus where we start on the high A up here. This time we start on the A just above middle C. So it just goes like this. Let me see. Yeah, so it just goes like this. And everything is the same. Just like that. Pretty simple, right? And after that, yeah, this is the part where the chorus changes up a bit. Like in terms of why I broke up the chorus and how I taught you earlier is the reason why I'm doing it now. Okay, so here after this goes to chorus 1. So chorus 1 played 1 time. Okay, so before you remember there was chorus 1 times 2. This time it's chorus 1 just once. Okay, so which you know already, just goes like this. Like that, and that's chorus 1. And after chorus 1 goes to chorus 2 now, so which is the and after chorus 2 then goes back to chorus 1. See, that's why I broke it up like that in the section before. So it just goes back to and after that chorus 1 jumps back to chorus 3 now, okay? So that's why I broke it up that way. So chorus 3, which you know as well. Like that, okay? And after chorus 3 goes to this solo 1 section, okay? Which is the specific version, okay? So solo 1 goes like this. Give you a preview. So let's go ahead and teach you how to play this. So the left hand chord is still the same, really simple, just 2 times of that 4-chord series. But anyway, right hand for the first part of the solo 1 goes like this, starts on the A above middle C, goes A, and then F sharp, E, D, C sharp, and then B, A, G sharp, down to E, B, like that. That's the first part of solo 1. One more time, so it goes A, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, down to E, up to B. And that's the right hand. Left hand, 4 chords, the 4 chords in the 4-chord series, which you know, okay? So with those 4 chords in mind, which you know already, F sharp minor, D major, A major, E major, which you know, okay? With those 4 chords in mind, the 2 hands together goes like this. So make sure your hands don't clash together. Just whatever chord octave you want to do, just go there. But anyway, okay, so A and F sharp minor together. F sharp and D major together, C sharp and A major together, G sharp and E major together. Like that. One more time. It's pretty simple. Okay, it's together, 2, 3, 4, together, 2, 3, 4, together, 2, 3, 4, together, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, and that's it for first part of solo 1. Okay, now moving on to the second part of solo 1. So it goes like this. Second and last part of solo 1. So it goes up to not A, the A above here, so it's just middle C, A. In fact, this is just the same A as the first note while we start on solo 1 as well. So get A, down to C sharp, back up to A, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A, F sharp, G sharp, down to E, up to B. Just like that. One more time. So it goes A, C sharp, A, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A, F sharp, G sharp, E, B. And that's it for the right hand. Left hand, same 4 chords as the 4 chord series, which you know, F sharp minor, D major, A major, E major. You should know it super well already now. 2 hands together just goes like this, okay? So A and F sharp minor together, F sharp and D major together, C sharp and A major together, F sharp and E major together, like that. Okay, one more time, so it goes like this. So together, 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 together. Doesn't matter that you can't see my left hand E major chord because you already know E major is E, G sharp, B. I'm just playing an octave below. But anyway, yeah, that's solo 1. And after solo 1 goes to solo 2, which is pretty much a motive that you sort of know. It's a simplified and also it's like an octave lower. So give you a quick preview. Solo 2 sounds something like this. Check it out. It goes like this. It goes. Okay, so it's pretty simple. You can see left hand is the 4 chord series played twice, and the right hand is like an octave below that we normally do, but it's like a kind of like the motive that you sort of know. It goes, it's the exact same motive as the, let me see which motive. Okay, I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, this is pretty much nearly the same motive as verse 2 for this first part of solo 2, but it's an octave below. As you can see, it just goes like this. A, G sharp A, down to A, G sharp A, down to A, E, A, D, A, C sharp, D, E, C sharp, B. See, it's actually exactly the same, but just an octave below. So instead of doing the high A here, we do it on the A, start next to middle C, like that. So just A, G sharp A, G sharp A, E, A, D, A, C sharp, D, E, C sharp, B. And that's it for the right hand for this first part of solo 2. Okay, so that's the right hand. Left hand, same 4 chords which you know, F sharp minor, D major, A major, E major. You should know these 4 chords super well already now. It's always repeating. Okay, but anyway, okay, 2 hands together for this first part of solo 2 goes like this. The A, F sharp minor together, D major by itself, C sharp and A major together, B and E major together, just like that. One more time, so it goes like this. So it's together, here, together, together, like that. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and move on to the second and last part of solo 2. Okay, right hand's pretty simple as well. It goes like this. It's really similar. It goes A, G sharp A, C sharp A, E, A, D, A, C sharp, D, E, and this time up to the higher C sharp, and then B. So you can see that's actually identical to the first part pretty much, but the fact that this time it goes, in the last 2 notes on the right hand, it goes up to the higher C sharp and B instead of the lower C sharp B. Can you see that? If you can see that, super awesome. But these patterns are what we are aiming to try to like always recognize because it allows us to learn stuff super quickly. See, look, it's exactly the same. This is the second part of solo 2. Check it out. It's pretty much the same as the first part of solo 2. Check it out. It goes like this. Same, same, and then same here. Instead of doing C sharp and this lower one, this time we do it the high C sharp and then B and E major together. See, pretty simple, right? Okay, one more time. So it goes like this. Here, together, together like that. And that's it for solo 2. After solo 2, it instantly goes back to that specific second part, how we did the chorus. It goes like this. So it goes back to chorus 1, which you know. So it just goes, let me see. Yeah, chorus 1. After chorus 1 goes to chorus 2. After chorus 2 goes back to chorus 1. Nearly got mixed up, but I didn't, okay? So remember the difference between these chorus, okay? So after chorus 1 goes back to chorus 3 this time now. Okay, and after chorus 3, it goes back to verse 1. That's why I said it's really important to learn verse 1, because here we back to verse 1 again. So it just goes like this, which you know. Okay, and after that, the song finishes on this not solo, this is the coda section. So this is a really short coda section. Give you a quick preview on how it sounds like before you learn this coda section. Just goes like this. Just like that, pretty simple. So you can see, we can actually do it 2 hands for this coda section. So the right hand goes on A, F sharp minor together. Right hand goes down to A, B, C sharp and D major together. Right hand goes C sharp, D, E and A major together. Right hand goes D, C sharp, B and E major together. Slow down and finish off like that. And you can do it arpeggio if you want, like this, to finish off. But it's pretty much, that's the end. That's coda. One more time, so it goes A, 2, 3, A, B, C sharp, 2, 3, C sharp, D, E, 2, 3, D, E, 2, like that. Pretty simple. It's like a motive that you sort of know already. But anyway, that's pretty much it. But however, what I said before, the left hand, there's a pattern after you learn all these chords, block chords. You can, once you're very comfortable with playing the chords in the right places, you can do what I said before, learn the specific patterns for the 4-chord pattern. So for F sharp, all the F sharp minors, you can substitute for this if your hands are big enough. If it's not, just stick with the block chords or just do it with the 3 notes. But anyway, it goes like this. Normally for the verses and stuff, we do F sharp, C sharp, A, and you hold it for all the verses for the F sharp minors. Okay, so remember that, F sharp, C sharp, A, like that. And then for the D majors, we do the specific thing, which is D, A, E, like that. So substitute all the D majors for D, A, E, like that. So it's like 1, 2, 3, separate fingers like that. And then the A majors is A, E, and C sharp. This is a big stretch, okay? If you can't do this one, just substitute for A, E, A or something. But anyway, after that, the E major one is E, B, and then the big stretch to G sharp as well, okay? So those are the harder left hand things that the original does as well. So if you can do it, pretty awesome. If you can't, it's all right. The block chords are still good as well. You can just do it as do, 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 instead. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, with that in mind, also another thing is for the verse, the left hand is higher. Generally, is we start on the F sharp just below middle C, and the C sharp A like that. But for the choruses, that we do the exact same pattern but an octave lower, which is middle C, C, starting on the F sharp below. And also we can add an extra back down to the F sharp like that. So we can do da, 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 like that. And then for the D, same thing, but you can add an extra D as well. Like that. Only for the choruses, just to make it a bigger like that. So I'll just quickly demonstrate what I mean by this. So for the verse, you just substitute all the F sharp minor with the thing I just told you. It just goes like this. And then, like that. Do you get it? So it goes. And then for the D major, and then. See, I'm just substituting for that pattern. So instead of just doing the block chords, we're just doing that pattern for all of the chords. Okay, so obviously get the block chords version right first, the easy version, and then do these substitutions, because it's all about just substituting and improvising. That's how it just works, like substituting for specific patterns. But anyway, yeah, that's why I get the first block chord pattern first. But anyway, that's the verse, and then I'll tell you what happens for the chorus. Instead of doing the left hand here, we do it an octave below there, where it goes like this, remember? And then, yeah, same thing, but extra F sharp, so. Etc. See? And also, same for this chorus too as well. Etc. Okay, so remember the verse, left hand patterns, they are higher, and yeah, and the chorus are one octave below. And then also for the solo where everything is lower, you can just do the block chords for the first one because it's like a softer thing. Or you can do an octave below as well, because since the left hand and the right hand is low as well. Also for solo 2, same thing, it's low, so your left hand is also low as well, so just go. Etc. Okay, so those are the patterns for the left hand for you to try after you do the block chords very good and very comfortably already. It's just substitution. So it's pretty easy like that. So that's why it's very more superior to learn music like this, where you're learning patterns instead of just learning note by note. Because if you understand the patterns like this, it just takes me, and what takes you as well. It took me to do like really quick to actually learn this song within like I think 10 to 20 minutes, because I recognize the patterns. And yeah, instead of like trying to learn from a sheet music, which takes you a long time, because like you're just working out note by note without really understanding how the whole song and the background, how the structure is working. Okay, but anyway, I hope you enjoy learning this lesson. Go ahead and enjoy my other musical content. And as for now, yeah, see you next time. Hello guys, this is Amon Style Music, and in today's